You know, over the last 15 years, there's one question I've heard at least 1,000 times. And that question is this product any good? And would you recommend it? And I'd look at those people and say, you know, that's really the wrong question, because it's not about the product, it's about you. You know, let's say you see this gorgeous shoe in the catalog, and you go, wow, cool shoe. And you say, is that a good shoe? Well, first of all, have you tried it on? And what's the purpose of the shoe? Are you going to go hiking? Or are you going to go out to dinner? Are you going to go dancing? See, there's a whole lot of questions that determine if this is an awesome shoe. And the same is true with supplements, because it's about your body. What's it going to do in your body? So in the clinic, what I found is it was very important to assess that before I just said, hey, it's a great product. And the way we would assess it was in many ways. We can do all kinds of bioavailable. That's a big word to mean. Is it available in the body to make a difference? And would it work in this person? Would it work in this person? And there were many ways that we had to assess products to see if they would work for you. And then, as you took them, you would have results. And over the years, because my past life in corporate America was as a troubleshooter, so I'm all about results, and results that are affordable, and as a practitioner, did it work for the individual? And I learned this lesson in a very painful, embarrassing way. Because there was a point in time when some people I knew and highly respected put together a cleanse product, looked at the ingredient list, and it looked great. So without doing any assessment, without experiencing it and experimenting with it on any client, I just put it in a book and recommended it. And then we started using it in the clinic. And we had over 80% of our population in the clinic have a poor result to it. So was that a good product? Great ingredients? The people formulating it had great intentions and great knowledge. But somehow when it all came together synergistically, it didn't produce the kinds of results we all expected. So I learned a lesson. Ingredients are important. Formulation is important. But what trumps all of that is what's going to happen in somebody's body. And so for the last 15 years, what I have done is when a product comes to me, before I give it a blanket recommendation, I find ways to assess how it's going to work in the individual body. And then, after I've done that assessment with people, I ask them to take it and let's see what the results are. Because it doesn't matter even if it tests well or assesses well, what's it doing in your body? Because if you can tell a difference, you'll continue it. And in the clinic, that's how our business grew. We did not take insurance and we did not advertise. It came from word of mouth because people got results. That's a reputation that I value. Let's get results. So, some of you had said, what about this ViShake? I'm concerned. I see a couple of ingredients that I don't think will work. Well, let me tell you how I responded when Forrest brought this to me. He said, hey, Cheryl, I found something that I think's great. The business opportunity is incredible. And I said, well, that doesn't impact me. And he said, well, why don't you take a look at it? I looked at it, whey and soy. I said, Forrest, I haven't done well on a whey-based product for over 7 years. And you don't do well on soy. You're a blood type O. He said, Cheryl, would you just test it? So, extremely resistant, extremely skeptical. We tested it first on me, because I knew it wouldn't do well for me. Remember, we're just doing some of that assessment. Many ways to do it. That's not the point. We did the assessment. I was shocked. I actually showed that I would do well on this product. And I thought, it's got to be a mistake. So then we did an assessment on Forrest. And it worked well for him. So then we went to Anna. And I went, how could this be? I don't do well on whey. So I did a little bit of research. They took out all the lactose, all the dairy, all the aspects of the whey that I didn't do well on. The soy, it was GMO based, so it was, the growth hormone wasn't there. And they took out all the estrogen causing issues. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought, maybe it's just us, you know, maybe that's just the problem, it's just worked on us. So I went and did an assessment on over 50 people. And here was the shocking news. You know, as a practitioner, if you can't ever be surprised, you're not neutral. Over 50 people. Now in the clinic, you got to listen to this. In the clinic, we had over 1,500 products. We had over 4 kinds of protein. Whey, soy, rice. We had egg white. We didn't find a group of people that could all do well on one. Now here is one that is doing well with 50 people. The other thing in the clinic is that over 80% of the people who would do protein needed an enzyme. And out of the 50, only 2 or 3 showed any need for an enzyme. So then I looked at, there's vitamins, there's minerals, including calcium. There's enzymes to help you digest the protein. There's also prebiotics. There's fiber, the equivalent of 30 prunes. It's a whole lot easier to do this than 30 prunes. And you know what? This is performing at every level that I deem important. The whey, the soy, it's clearly not an issue because it's the pure protein. So then there's another ingredient, sucralose. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that I'm going to do that. And none of our clients would want to do it. But now, everything I believe is on the line. Because you know what? I don't test well on artificial sweeteners by themselves. Don't test well. So how is it that I'm doing well on this product? And not just me, everybody that I've gone through any type of assessment. Here's why. When you put ingredients together, there's a synergistic impact in how they all work together. And I can't explain how that synergy inside my body is assessing well and I'm getting results. And it's not just me. Over this past 12 months, people have lost over 3 million pounds on this shake. It's working. In every way I have to assess and test, coming in with the most skepticism I've ever had on a product, it's assessing well. So for me, it's not just about the ingredients, because I've had ingredients that look like they would be perfect, and they don't do well with people. I've had products like all of these here that, you know, they test really well, but they're too expensive and people can't afford them. So what would you do if you were me? If you found a product that was testing well in every way that you knew how to test, and if you found a product that was getting results, and if that product was only going to cost somebody $1.50 a meal and taste good, what would you do? Put yourself in my shoes. You know what? I was willing to be humble enough to say, this is awesome. It's not how I would have formulated it, maybe. But I'm not a formulator, and I don't know how to make pure protein out of whey and soy. I don't know how to blend all this together. I don't know how to do it so it can go across the world. I don't know how to do those things. But these scientists, with a lot of science and a lot of expertise, put this together, and it works. And it works for me. Because it wasn't just about assessing it, it had to work in my body. And when I take a product that doesn't work, I get puffy and my rings get stuck. So you know what? It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So for me, this is a home run hit. I am so excited about this product that I have no qualms sending you a sample so that you can try it. Don't take my word for it, you try it. And once you've tried it, and it tastes incredible, and you know you can replace it with just $1.50. Make your own decision. But for me, I've done my due diligence. I've done the testing. I've tested many other people. It's a home run hit. The shoe fits for me. And I really hope you'll give it a try, because it is one awesome product. And when we can help people address the weight issue, address the financial issue, keep it simple, keep it affordable, I say, home run hit. And let's play the game, and let's take it to all the people who would like those kinds of benefits. Enjoy it with me. It's really a great product.